quickly recap what I was saying. So we use WooCommerce at the back of this WordPress site. WooCommerce is the online shop element, very popular. In the WooCommerce settings, you've got a variety of payments that you can choose from. And you can see from the, so you could use PayPal if you wanted to. You could use different types of Stripe payments. Anyone that uses the Stripe payment mechanism is using the same API from Stripe. So it basically connects to Stripe. We're using the Stripe gateway, which is installed through something called Funnel Kit that we're using. The reason we're using Funnel Kit is it changes the look and feel of the WooCommerce checkout to something like Shopify, which is what Nelly wanted. So it's a very popular thing to do. So you can see here that Stripe Gateway is active. All the others have got this blue box that says enable. So they're not active, they're just there. Yeah. So then we manage the Stripe connection. And so I'm just going to click on manage here, and it will show me a bit of information about it. Right, here we go. So the Stripe settings, which is one of the options here, which I'm just going to click on, will show us which Stripe account the Funnel Kit Stripe API is connected to. And as you can see here, it is connected to that account, which is one of Nordic Nutritionist's account, but it's not the one you want us to connect to.
Correct, yeah.
So to connect to another account, we have to disconnect from this one first and then log into Stripe to choose from another account that is already there. And the process is simple. You disconnect for this, you log into Stripe. Because it's a two-factor authentication with Sonia, we have to do that whole thing where she gives us the code. So she has to be available when we do this. Once we've got that, it shows Stripe through the sort of WooCommerce/Funnel Kit dialog box. So we basically get to see the Stripe, all the Stripe accounts within that main Stripe account displayed. And all we do is we click on the one we want to connect to. And what I'm saying is when we see that, and you'll be able to, I think, remember perhaps some of the images that we get to see. Actually, I
believe you took a video as well.
I did a video, didn't I? Right. So when we see that, basically the one that you would like us to connect to, which if I'm not mistaken, ends in an M.
5M, yeah.
Yeah. So it ends in the 5M, E05M. Just isn't displayed, so it's not there as an option for us. Now the awkward thing here is, if I can just stop sharing and share something else just a moment. Let me just go and share present something else. Yeah, I'm just going to share this now. When we go and look at this image, you can see. And this is basically the Stripe content coming through. So this dialog box you're looking at in this image is generated by Stripe. It's not generated by WooCommerce or Funnel Kit. It's basically an API straight to the Stripe account. And the awkward thing from our point of view is we don't see at this point what the letters are.
Yeah.
So we can't tell. Actually, is this the one that ends in E05M? So we've sort of been through them all and guessed, and none of them are the account you want. In fact, one of them we can't connect to, but the other ones we could, but they're not the right ones either. So that's the issue we have. So the question to ask Stripe is, I'm afraid this is what Funnel Kit told us we're going to have to do, is why is it when we log in to when we connect to the Stripe account using the banking Nordic Gmail email address, why is it that the Stripe account we want to connect the website to isn't displayed?
Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that it's showing as banking Nordic at Gmail instead of Sonia at Nordic Nutritionist?
So as long as the Stripe account that you want us to connect to is also accessed using the banking Nordic at gmail.com, it should display here.
Okay.
If it's using Sonia at Nordic Nutritionist, then we're looking at the wrong Stripe account.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's Banking Nordic. The 5M account is Banking Nordic for sure.
Right. So I don't know. And you probably find that the 5M account was created on some other date to the ones that we've got here anyway.
Yeah.
So I just don't know why it's not displaying. If it was displaying, easy as pie, click it, connect, job done.
Of course, yeah.
So that's the only, so that's why I can't understand why it doesn't show. I'm not sure if it is because it is already connected to something else with Kajabi. I don't know.
Kajabi puts a limitation on it or something.
It may do. It may be only be able to connect to some. I don't know why that should be, but
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
But this is the
Issue.
problem we have. And as soon as we are able to identify that Stripe account with this, then we would just connect to it and we can all go and get a good night's sleep. But it's just, it really is quite,
Sure. I mean, it's definitely like, it's definitely an ideal to work towards, but it's not the be all and end all. So if it is that that we can't move past it, it's not the be all and end all. The accountants are currently managing bookkeeping both accounts.
Right.
And you never know in the future if Nordic Nutritionist starts trading in dollars, it would be helpful to have it anyway. Okay. But I think because there were just so many different accounts set up across different platforms, being Stripe, Kajabi, etc., PayPal, the idea was just to streamline down so we've got one of each. And then in the future, if another a currency account needed to be created, then we would do that. But what I will do is I will reach out to Stripe and I will, if it's possible that you can send the presentation recording, and then I will log on with Stripe, basically say, could you please watch this video? And then show the second video that you sent before that was, I think, YouTube. And then so they can then see the next screen as well. And then hopefully they can then troubleshoot and help. And then I think if they can't, my personal opinion is that we've done everything we can and we leave it and it is what it is.
It is very infuriating because it shouldn't be what it is.
I know. I personally don't like this kind of stuff because I'm like, why can't I do it? I want to be able to do it. Absolutely. I don't mind the challenge, but I don't want to then just be like, okay, well, we'll just leave it because that's the easiest thing to do. I want to get rid of it. So like personally, for me, it doesn't sit right, but I also appreciate there comes a point where we're flogging a dead horse and we're wasting our time. So, I don't want to move into that territory, but also I feel like contacting Stripe is the next step to make sure that we've done everything that we can. And then if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But yeah, I would just like to try one last thing then to just be able to say to Sonia, honestly, we've tried everything and it's unfortunately just one of those infuriating things that it is what it is at this point.
I get that. I'm hopeful it will be solved though. So what I'll do is I'll upload this video and send you the link so anyone can watch it on YouTube. I'll also send you the Firefly sort of actions and key points of this, so you've got those as well.
Exactly. And then I'll update you as and when I've spoken to Stripe. I'll contact Sonia this afternoon and ask her when's a good time to log in, so I can get that OTP, log into Stripe, contact them and see when they can do a callback video meeting with me, which might be even tonight because they operate US hours. So maybe it's 8 o'clock tonight, maybe they'll be available and I can jump on with them.
Okay. And if they need access to the website, by the way, if sometimes happens, they say, can we have admin access to the website? Then obviously, yes, we can generate that for them.
Okay, right. I'll just scribble that down. Okay, and can you generate that like for a certain amount of time, or would you just allow it and then the next day just go in and disallow it just so?
Yeah, exactly. In fact, you know what? What I'll do is I'll generate it anyway and give you the details. So if on that call they ask you for it, you've got it ready. So I send you a login for Stripe and a password, and the link they have to click. So they'll, if they need to go and check anything out on the website side, then they'll be able to do it.
That would be great. And then there's no bottleneck, and then they've got everything that they need. And then fingers crossed, we'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Thank you so much for your time and recording. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And we'll be in touch then.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. I'll take it. Take
Thanks.
care.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And you. Bye.